Hello guys, welcome back to the Boot Collector channel, and it's three stripes crazy with this video. Thanks to my guys at ProDirect Soccer, I've got the brand new X Crazyfast P Plus and the Crazyfast Point 1 that just dropped today. So let me tell you everything you need to know, and we'll find out just how good or not this new boot is and why. Oh, and make sure you watch all the way to the end of the video for a bonus 3-stripe reveal. Yes guys, let's get into it. On the Boot Collector unboxing table today, first up we have the brand new X Crazyfast P Plus. This is the new Crazyrush colourway that launched today, but if you're thinking it's not a completely brand new boot, you're right. This new boot model actually first came out just over a month ago as that special Crazy Light launch edition, so click the pop-out link up there to check out my verdict on that one. But this is a fresh colour update with a much wider general release. Alongside the P Plus we've got the Crazyfast Point 1. Now, I feel I've got to do a bit of a PSA part here because Adidas have flipped a few things around when it comes to versions on offer, and it helps explain why I've got these two pairs here today. So previously, Adidas tiering of boots was really straightforward. We had the Plus, or often referred to as P Plus, which was the laceless top end. Then going down the scale, the Point 1 was laced and the Pro model, but not quite the same as the Plus. And then this carried on down to like Point 4, which was the entry model, aka the one your mum buys you when you asked a new Adidas X boot. It's because the one she saw was really cheap. For Crazyfast, these names change around. Point 1 is given the top elite model status, but also comes in a laceless model. The boots are exactly the same apart from which type of fit you prefer. So this makes the P Plus the premium version. That's the one for flexing in. Now note, they don't actually say it's the better one because they don't really want to devalue the Point 1. The logic behind that is that Adidas reckon most people will be shopping for the Point 1, so have made the laceless boot the same. I'm really indifferent about laceless. Basically it's all about personal preference, so it's up to you which one you choose. I really wouldn't say one is better than the other. The P Plus though, well that's only laced, so make of that what you will. Alright, so while we're talking options, when it comes to the price, the P Plus stays at the Speedportal P Plus price of £250, which is $300 US. But the Point 1s nudge up with £230 for the laceless and a tenner less for the laced at £220. Considering the Speedportal Point 1 was £200, seems a bit of an unnecessary jump, but that's life these days. So as you can see, I've got both pairs here in FG, which is standard, but I'm sure you're pleased to know there's a whole roster of sole plates in the Point 1 and all the way down from SG, AG, Turf and indoor models as well as kids sizes. So if Adidas think we'll all buy the P1, what makes the P Plus worth the extra $1? Well, for starters, take in this upper. It's still synthetic with a bit of a coating, but it's very thin and therefore pliable and therefore very light. This is going to give that super close ball to foot feel, basically zero padding, but as close to not having an upper as possible. So it loses the Speed Skin and Prime Knit combo that we have on the Speedportal, but it's been switched up with a Speed Skin Plus. And this is wrapped over what they're calling an aero cage, and you can see that here because of the transparency of this upper material. Do I like it? Well, my personal preference is something a bit more substantial on my boot. Nicer doesn't always necessarily mean better to me, but I can see why Adidas are going down this route. It's very 99 gram in style and idea, and although it's not quite hitting the scales at that ridiculous weight, it's no porker either. Basically, everything about this P Plus is about being super light, because in Adidas land, lighter means faster. And the weight is the real reason you choose the P Plus over the Point 1. The Point 1 tips the scales at 184 grams here in a UK 8, which is decent but doesn't feel fragile. The P Plus though, well that shaves even more grams off at a frankly ridiculous 159 grams, also here in a UK 8. From a boot nerd point of view, the P Plus and Point 1 may have different uppers, but they share the same sole plate. According to Adidas, this is a new aero plate debuting with multi-directional stud design and extra 4-foot studs for lightweight speed. But sorry Adidas, you're not fooling anyone. This is the same plate under the paint as used on the Speedportal. Everything is the same, even that stability wing in the same placement and purpose. Is that a bad thing? Well, ultimately no, but I'm not a massive fan of the Speedportal. There's certainly a lot worse sole plates to carry over, but perhaps this makes the Crazyfast model not quite as revolutionary as the 3 stripes would have us to believe. While we're on opinions, as these are in the proper mainstream colourway for the masses, straight off I do like it. It's very minimal, the white and black contrast and complement very well with the right balance of colour pops all over this super clean upper. I do like that on the P Plus and Point 1 boots, the 3 stripes are pushed further forward than on the Speedportal, and are now repeated again on the instep, which from the top down gives the boot quite an aggressive stance. Visually, I think the P Plus has it, although if I'm kind of being truly honest, the core DNA of this boot shape hasn't really changed enough since the X Ghosted. It's kind of softened and sleekened over a few generations, but it's essentially the same. My overall verdict though, I think it does a lot of things right and is essentially a refined Speedportal, so there's a reason enough for it to be considered for your game day. Now for me, peak Adidas speed was the F50 Adi Zero, but even that wasn't without its flaws. So it'll be interesting to look back on this video in 5-10 years from now and see if this is a model that we still give as much love to as those F50s. Alright, so I promised you a bonus, and these X boots kick off the new Crazyrush pack, which obviously includes colour updates to the Predator Accurate and Copa scents, so check these out. Like each of the main Adidas packs so far this year, again all three boots share the same colour palette. It's quite a smart pack to be honest, especially when you line them up together. The Copa has the right amount of class about it, and whilst I'm personally not a huge fan of this Predator Accuracy model overall, this one's not completely offensive. Doesn't need that grey collar though, that's a bit rank. Alright guys, comment what you think of the new Crazyfast drop, what you like, or if you think it stacks up against the Speedportal. Is this going to be on your list for the new season, or are you giving it a swerve? Remember, like the video, sub to the channel, turn on notifications so you don't miss any more boot collection release and uploads, and I will see you all later guys. Ciao.